name's John Pennock. I'm here to demo our website, which just went live on Monday.
Woo! Yeah, John.
I've got my team with me here today. Here's Chris Bennett in the back. He's working with us. And where is Don?
Right here. I'm taking the video.
So what I wanted to show you guys today, if you don't mind, is I'm going to do a live demo. This is kind of a crazy thing to do. Live demo, because we built this network app and it may crash and burn and you might see all the fun of it, but you're all friends, right? Won't kill you too much. All right, so the site we built is called artzap.com. And the first thing I wanted to show you is our architecture. We learned this architecture from taking pretty much Charlie's and Ron's and Kurt's courses, what we did. And I just wanted to show you that the way our site works is we have two EC2 instances, if you would. One's running our database for the site, and the other one's running the Node.js server, which is our front-end HTML cloud app. And it serves out the cloud app there, and that's powered by JavaScript, HTML, CSS. And then we have a responsive design on that app that allows it to be seen on a big laptop, or to be seen on a tablet, or to be seen on a smartphone. Our hope, the next step of our project is to create an actual phone app instead of a web app that customizes to a phone. This would be a phone app per se. And so that's what is up in the top. Just in the future, our plan is to actually create a real app versus just a web app that morphs well for the design. So I just wanted to let you know that what we're doing when we're provisioning our EC2s we did for their assignment, it's really relevant because we spend a lot of time with EC2, we spend a lot of time at Amazon, and the techniques there are just incredible. We bring down and up machines all the time. We have versions of this site in a testing version of this. We have a deployment version. We have our own thing. So it's super important what you guys are learning about EC2 and what that is. All right, so I wanted to cover the technical. Any questions about the architecture or anything? Out there? All right. Let me show you this is about our product, what we actually have built with this architecture. So what we built is we call it a group-centered social network. And by group-centered, what it means is it's focused on creating private groups of invited people to get together, to share files, to share comments, to share pictures with each other, just kind of in a very private setting. Not kind of like your other social networks, which are more kind of out to anybody. This is really, really more private-centered. So the big feature is you can quickly create just a custom place for your group of invited friends. So you get a custom website just for your group. We have this other concept of this shared board space. They call it a poster board or something like that. But it's a space that your group gets when you create a group on our site where you can put your files, put your pictures, and put your things, and it shows up on your board. So and it's just for your group. So you can put your files there, every group can see those files, they can download those files, so it's this really fast kind of way. So picture Pinterest meets Dropbox is kind of the concept there. We have commenting, so you can send quick messages to each other. We have emailing your group, so you give you an alias, so you have this email, when you send it to the alias, it goes to everybody who's a member of your group. And what I'm going to do when I do a demo is we're going to make a quick group in the class today for everybody here. So we'll see how that goes. That's the crazy part. We also have eventing. You can actually schedule your different people in your group to get together. All right. So let me show you. Any questions on the features before we dive into the demo? I always feel like demos are the best way to explain things, but some people like lists or something. You're going to go easy on me. All right, so what we're going to do in the demo is I'm going to show you our live site. This is hooked on the internet, being powered by AWS. We're going to create a poster, and then I'm going to invite all of you to that group. And if you want, you'll get an invitation. I tried to find your emails via the Bellevue College. Since we're all members of the class, I found your email by looking in the Bellevue College directory. So this would be an invite to your Bellevue College email account, if you would. And so I'm going to do that. You're going to have to, if you want to kind of join and participate in the site, you would have to be able to access your Bellevue email account and verify that you own that before you can get in. and then I'll create a comment as well. All right, so I'm going to switch over to our live site. And this is our live site. It's, as you can see, it's up and running on www.arctap.com. And what you're seeing here is we have a menu bar of things across the top. And then this space right here with the crazy UFO, that's that board space I was telling you about earlier. This is the shared board space. So I created this group, called it ISIT 320 Fall 2014. And I chose this background for this board we created for just that group. Right now, there's only 2 members of this group. There's myself and Don, the guy with the camera in the back. I have other groups that I'm a member of. And if you click this link, you can see a lot of the other members, other groups that I actually am a member of. But right now, we're only viewing just this particular group. All right, so let me show you quickly a poster. This little control we built right here, one of the things, this surface, this board, is a graphical interface. You can drag stuff around. It's kind of a new, the Web 2.0 paradigm for how apps should be. It's not very static. It's actually, these are all draggable items. So for example, I can grab that thing and actually just pop it right on the board. I can maybe add a picture to it. So let's try that one. And I can also, we're uploading live here. I don't know if that was the best scenario here. So I'll call it the Seahorse. And I'll save that. So what we just did there was I created a new poster that this group can now see and share. And it's live on this board. And as you become members of this group, you can see that poster as well and download the pictures on it. Now I'll do another thing is I'll create another poster. I'm going to create 2 for you right here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a bunch of them at once. So let me see if I can find. So you see here, what I've got is a bunch of files in my file folder. I'm going to just drag them from Windows Explorer and drop them onto this board space. And as it does it, it's going to just upload it and make a new poster for us. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to choose this file and this file. Notice one's an image and one's a file. So I'm going to drag it off, click and drag, and I'm going to drop that right on the board there. So I created a brand new poster by just doing that quickly. So the idea is we're trying to build a really fast, easy way to just share files. So I just drop those files, I create a quick poster, and they're there. Okay, so there you go. And there's the picture, and there's the PDF in this particular poster. Notice it's different from this one, right?
You can click on the PDF.
Yeah, so what you do here, this is the download part. So if you click on this poster, here's the picture, and here's the files you can just click and download. So like if you wanted to get this PDF I just downloaded, you would just click that, and it would download it right there to your machine. So we feel like this makes it a really easy way for groups of people to quickly share files and kind of have fun with it. So what I'm going to do now is probably the most scary part for me, which is I'm going to now invite all of you to join this particular group. And so I'll show you how that works is I'm the owner of this particular group. So I'm going to go over here to our Manage Groups option. And this tells me everything about the group. I can change the little icon. I can change where it's located. But what I'm going to do is invite you guys right here. So what I'm going to do, so you can see all the emails I'm using. So I'm going to copy that. These are all the ones I found through bellevuecollege.edu. So forget it. If you want something different, I'll just paste it right in there. And I'm going to submit. We parse that out, and these are all the emails that we just added. And I'm going to go ahead and submit those. So what should happen at this point, if it all goes well, is you all should be getting an invite in your, and you can see all these people. Kind of, can you not see that? But it's on the right. So you should have an email.
Yep.
And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to. There's a link in that email that if you click it, will take you to our site. and ask you to create an account. And then it should log you into this particular site. And you should be able to see those same two posters.
You should create one of us on there too.
So you'll experience our kind of sign-in system. That's an interesting thing
I've never
that we
seen
learned is how difficult that is to sign people up with emails. And we implemented a verification system, which is trying to prevent bots and bad guys on the network creating millions of accounts. So we have a system that you have to prove you own that account. So where's everybody at? I have no idea where everyone's at. Do you want to tell me what's going on?
Took me a second to figure out what it meant by putting the banana
Did
on the
I get everybody's email right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a captcha.
But I get it.
Yeah.
That's our captcha.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just I didn't realize the cork board was over there, and I was just like, what?
Yeah.
That would
It
get
makes
me
sense.
every time, actually. So.
Our whole metaphor is all about drag and drop, so we figured
Right.
that was a kind of a fun way.
Right.
Try to prevent those bots from
I would agree. You can have the cork board that looks good.
like that.
Well, what's your point?
Yeah.
Do you drop it?
Yeah, just drag and drop.
Drag and drop it like
Dragon.
To where
Do the
that's the
dragon.
cork board on the right.
right here?
Is it the dragon?
You know, you really did something like this.
Yeah, just read what that.
Dragon. Do the dragon. It's just
The dragon on a simple dragon symbol. So you use that
Big
little
difference
dragon.
Oh, gotcha.
was the UIs
So
today.
this is a capture, huh?
You were on your
right.
Yes. And I credit a lot of what I learned there, which is to try to create this kind of drag and drop, very different than what you see out there.
I'm in.
Okay?
Yeah.
So are you looking at our board right now?
I am, yeah.
So in theory, what I'd like you to do is maybe click that poster right here and see if you can download that PDF file.
Wait, I got carried away. I was trying to create a new business.
Oh. Now you can create a new one. Whatever you do on the board, we all end up seeing the same thing.
That's
because
the
we all-
wrong part of it.
Yes.
Cool, you can have it attract a different account.
We do have a password feature. So we have a lot of.
What's your question?
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, what do you use for like your email services and stuff?
So it's interesting. We use Amazon. AWS has a feature where we're running an EC2 instance, but it's got a little mail.
So it's like a mail
A little
server.
mail server of our own.
Okay.
And we use that to send out emails. And
Cool.
we have an alias. So this
Yeah.
this group we're in, there's an alias.
Right.
And we blast it out. When someone posts something, everybody else who's a member will see it.
Yep.
So it's kind of that.
That makes sense.
Amazon now you manage everything almost.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
So anyway, you can kind of see, I don't know, if, I'll
or push
update this to see if I can see.
email list.
Sure.
Oh, so look at this, we have a whole bunch more members now. So a bunch of you have already joined really fast, which is fantastic. You guys are really good. It actually worked. We got somebody in the system, so there you go. So
Good start.
you can play around with it. If you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine. I totally understand. We're going to be looking for people who are interested in really trying this out and give us their feedback, because we want to build the best kind of fast, fun sharing site that we can for private groups.
So why do you have the drag, the image to cork that to prevent bots or something?
Yeah, because we have issues with, like when you go out live on this net, you have something that creates an account. So when you create an account, what you're doing is you're creating a database entry into our database. So if a bot can do that, they can fill up your database with millions of accounts. So you put a little caption on there to prevent the simple creation of accounts. That's all it's for. Hope it works. I don't know if we don't have like a bot.
Well, that's just the
simulator
first time
to
that
prove
I've
it.
seen a drag. I usually, I get a second number or something like that.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
were-
creative. I like that.
Yeah, we were really trying to get away from that because all of us just hate captions.
Right.
Typing it in because you can never read them.
Yeah.
So we were trying to think of a clever way of like making it kind of fun, like making it a game. So
Yeah,
that's the
that's
best.
great.
That's the best idea we came up with.
Hey John, can you invite me my ArcSap email to the group, because I forgot my Outlook password for Bellevue College.
That should never happen. So here, this is the shorthand way of inviting someone to the group. I showed you the bulk way to do it. So I just invited another person really fast. So there you go, that's a quick demo. I'll just finish up my slides by showing, oh, there's a way to comment too. So if you want to comment on the site, you just type down here, like, how's everybody doing? So I wanted to show you that. And I put a comment and it shows up here, and then if you refresh your site, you should be able to see that. One of the features we need to add, and what we're trying to learn from Charlie's class this quarter, is to make it so that when I create a comment, it will automatically notify you. You wouldn't have to refresh. That's one of the things we'd like to do.
So I'm sorry, I know you said it. Well, what group is it?
What's that?
What's our group again? That I didn't say?
It's called ISIT 320 call 2014.
I can't, I need to.
Find that more.
Hey man, I got one more question.
Yeah, please.
My question is like refreshing content, like, I just added a picture and I just wanted to see how it handles.
You can search for it,
Yeah, so
Ron.
there's two places.
Go to the
You can
find.
see we've got kind of
There's a search bar
Like if you
on the
just
top.
click on the board tab, it actually will
Scroll up to
refresh
the top.
board.
Right.
We want to do that, like I was saying earlier. One of our
Yeah,
next features
fine.
is to try to do that automatically.
Just type it in.
So you wouldn't have to touch it.
Right, so if I touch, like if I uploaded it, it would just automatically upload. You
Yeah,
would
so-
get a refresh.
I like
I
it.
see multiple other people have already
Sure.
succeeded here, which is awesome. And then we have another button for if you want to upload or refresh your comments.
Yeah.
And so that's
Okay,
what I do.
right?
Yeah. So any more questions or thoughts? I'll just conclude here. What we'd ask you to do is help us beta test this thing. We'd love to know what you think about it. You can participate in this group. You can go create your own group. That's all open to you. Tell us how we can make it better. We do have internships available if anybody's looking for an internship. I can work with the college if you want credit, or we can do it on the side too. That's fine. And then we're also we've decided to create a new Bellevue College app club. That's the best name we come up with for it, which is anybody who has an app of any sort, whether it's a cloud app like you saw here or a phone app, we can just get together and discuss issues and things like that. So welcome to do that. All right.
Do you want to show them how to do the beta feedback?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don just reminded me of one thing. If you want to give us feedback, and I'm not in the classroom, if you go all the way to the bottom of the site, there's this yellow bar that says beta feedback. Just type whatever you want in there, and you click a frowny or a smiley face, depending on if you're frustrated by our code or if you love it. And then we get the feedback on that, so you just send that, and then it sends the feedback to us. So that's the easy way to do it when we're not in the room. But you can always track me down or email me or whatever you want to do. All right, well, thanks everybody, appreciate it.
Do you want to tell them about the table we're gonna have, or?
Yeah, we'll have a table, and I'll let people know later.
Oh, okay, sure.
We'll post it to the group.
All right.
Nice stuff, man.
That sounds
All right,
good.
Thank
Really
you.
cool. That's great.
You guys get 93 out of 100 on this one?
Yes.
Oh, it's a tough grader, man.
It's a pretty hard job.